Hi there, and welcome to day 24 of our 40 days of prayer. And today we are thinking about the verse 1 Samuel 12:24, which says this: "Be sure to fear the Lord and serve him faithfully with all your heart. Consider what great things he has done for you." Now, this verse forms part of Samuel's farewell speech as Saul becomes king of Israel. It's quite an apt passage, I suppose, as this will be my final recording for this series in the last week of my ministry here at SBC. Samuel uses the opportunity of this speech to speak to the people of Israel. Earlier in the chapter, he reminds them of their history, of how they have come to this place, of God's repeated rescue of them, and his granting of their desire for a new king. And now that they've got what they wanted, he calls them to obedience, reminding them that God is good and gracious, and that they have nothing to fear if they obey God's commands. He reminds them to stay faithful to Yahweh and his worship, and to not fall into the trap of worshipping idols. He promises to pray for them, and he leaves them with this teaching. Be sure to fear the Lord and serve him faithfully with all your heart. Consider the great things that he has done for you. Now, Pastor Chris has taught me that there is a song for every occasion. And as I record this, I feel the need to share with you my love of Take That. For those of you that are not in your 40s, they were a major boy band in the 1990s and can be found on YouTube and Spotify. They have a song called Never Forget, with the refrain, "Never forget where you've come here from." Now, the Bible speaks of many motivations for serving God and one another, but the primary one should be in response to what God has done for us. We should never forget where we have come here from. Remembering the great things that God has done for you is a good spiritual and prayer discipline. The obvious place to start is our salvation in Jesus and his sacrifice for us on the cross. But I'm sure, like me, you have got many stories of the great things that God has done for you personally in your own life and the life of your loved ones. And as a church, SBC has many stories in our history of the great things God has done for us as a church community. So, today, take some time to write in your journal, write on your phone, just record somewhere some of the great things that God has done for you, your family and your friends, perhaps even SBC. And do what this passage suggests. Consider them and let them be a motivation for serving the Lord faithfully in loving one another in the days to come.